New London boy, like so many others, hanging around with my glam rock brothers. Is everyone? Hey! Hello, you're here! You've made it! Hoorah! And where is here, you may ask? Well, this is, as the most observant among you will know, is, well, the ocean. An ocean. And may I add, which is located somewhere on the MindGriller server. The most attentive among you will remember that we have disabled the F3 keybind here, so as to precisely where we are, nah, who's to say? And what we, by whom I mean Cow and I, oh, and what's his name, are hoping to catch on this fine Minecraft morning, you may also ask. Also a good question. We, and by that I mean us, are hoping to catch a wave. Hope springs eternal. Confidentially, most mornings we paddle out for a relaxing morning of surfing and perusing of random YouTube videos. But inasmuch as and so forth, before we made it to YouTube, we began with a peek at daringfireball.net, wherein we read something under a bold headline in a sans serif white font, which looks suspiciously like Gil Sans, over an omnipresent gray background color defined in the CSS as a certain hex 606870, semicolon, which reads, quote, Apple pulls advanced data protection from the UK in defiance of UK demand for global backdoor, no closing punctuation, which we found out refers to some law whereby some security officials or others in the United Kingdom, question mark, foreshadowing anyone, have demanded that Apple create a backdoor, allowing them to gain access to all content any Apple user worldwide ever has chance to upload to any of Apple's cloud servers. Well, it turned out that this is what more than one person apparently told the Washington Post. Those guys, known as, by thinking in moderately intermittent sentient beings, the previously aforementioned and apparently written in the Dark Ages, quote, Snoopers Charter, is a mocking excuse for law, question mark, interrobang, which, in part, makes it a criminal offense to reveal that the government of the United Kingdom has even made a demand to create a snooper's backdoor, much less actually having succeeded in one being open for their bloodshot, peepering authoritarian peepers to give a quick squint at anything and everything uploaded by anyone and any whom to any Apple cloud server anywhere in the world. Further down, it says an Apple spokesman declined to comment. Parenthetically, giggle, which I may personally suspect is the case due to and perhaps because of that whole criminal offense to reveal that the government of the United Kingdom has even made a demand to create a snooper's backdoor part. Now, as a result, rather than create a backdoor for said maniacal British snoopers, Apple is choosing instead to pull advanced data protection from the UK. And while so doing, Apple released a statement, which goes something like this. Apple can no longer offer advanced data protection in the United Kingdom to new users, and current UK users will eventually need to disable this security feature, blah, blah, blah. I will share with you, the kindly observant viewers of this channel, and that means both of you, in a move which is characteristically unprecedented in the stately history of this vaulted channel, such that it is that which stands as the last part of a paragraph in said story on said daringfireball.net, which says, quote, ellipsis, the breathtaking scope of their order, dash, being able to secretly snoop without notice that they even have the capability, not only on their own citizens, but every Apple user in the entire world, suggests the delusional belief that the capital British capital empire still stands. It's simultaneously infuriatingly offensive, mathematically ignorant, parentheses, regarding the nature of end-to-end encryption, dangerous as proven by the recent Salt Typhoon attack China successfully waged to eavesdrop on end-to-end encrypted communications in the United States, and laughably naive regarding the UK's actual power and standing in the world. End quote. And then there is a short conclusionary Brutus sentence which I cannot read aloud on this channel. Cow and I can giggle at it though. Now, I don't know what to say. After reading this, Cow got the hiccups and the other kind of hiccups before he exhaustively suggested that people in possession of power and or / authoritarian authority in a damp, dreary Brexited island off the gleaming white cliff coast of a free Europe are up to something. But it does not seem to Cow that they are likely playing Minecraft. No. And just saying. And if I may be so bold as to add a point of personal privilege, maybe they should. Play more Minecraft, I mean. Now, this whole thing made Cow and I want to wash our hands and hooves 1,000 times before we took a silkwood shower, wherein we actively suppressed our trichotillomaniacal tendencies in separate shower stalls, mind you. Now, I have long suspected Cow of taking advantage of the position of the conveniently located drain in the center of the shower floor, if you know what I mean. Anywho, and then to advance the topic of our verbal journey through today's events, we watched a Waddles video. Something about fallen trees and parody and that spooky other version of Minecraft. He kept blathering on about beds and rocks. Hey, lass, we didn't make it through the whole thing. Cow does not enjoy cheeky, impudent, and/or/slash lippy spoilers or terrifying version of misshapen bovine entities. So, Cow clicked away to a video entitled Defending Miss South Carolina 2007, period. In it, Cow and I giggled through a portion of the Miss Teen USA 2007 pageant's question and answer portion of the competition, in which Caitlin Upton, bless her, gave a famously confused and/or flippant response to a question during the competition pageant. The question, posed by Judge Amy T. Garden, was, quote, "Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans cannot locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?" Parenthetically, yikes. Caitlin Upton, bless her heart, replied in a very pageant manner, a stream of words and syllables sans any remedial nascent punctuation, which still to this day makes Cow and I giggle until salt water comes out of our noses. Well, small pleasures. Anywho, I, and by that I do mean we, forgot to tell you that we did watch this morning a video. A dare I say, special video, seemingly by a former ghost who now walks among us. We watched a video called The Perfect World! Exclamation point. Now I too thought to myself, not that tired Minecraft YouTuber trope again, but I digress. Dash logic forever, EP pound 0, dash Minecraft 1.21, let's play survival. No closing punctuation. In it, our host, as it were, begins a new world and immediately kills a squid to collect what he calls a sacred sack. Ugh. Now, the most attentive viewers among you will know that Cow and I do not kill random passive mobs. No, and nay. And the logic behind this action is still not known to us. Oh, I forgot to say, it's not like I can scrub back on a timeline and splice something therein. I would never. I also forgot to tell you that this video was uploaded by a voice from our past. Logical Geek Boy. Now, that's something special. Logic, which is how he is colloquially known to us, not in an intimate way, mind you, has not consistently uploaded videos for about 3 years. So, we would like to propose a general welcome back. Cow and I hope you stick around this time. Now, Cow does enjoy sultry Minecraft Let's Play accents and cringeworthy dad joke infused humor. Which reminds me, this episode is brought to you by the kind folks at Reeby's Cookie Cutter Clumps. Reeby's Cookie Cutter Clumps, wherein less is definitely more. Now, where are we? First things first, let us find a home for you here just for the moment. I know, Cow, that you cannot have this guy screaming in your ears. It tends to make your horns vibrate during the night, and no one wants that. Now, the most observant viewers among you may have noticed something in the background of our work area. A sort of redstone contraption, which might I stipulate contains no, redstone. This something is something which you, plural, might never have seen before. Okay. It's not that special. Ouch. It is, as I've said, something which Cow and I worked on and finally perfected in the wee hours of this very morning, which is now turned to night. Which reminds me, the prudent thing to do would be to dip into this bed, set my spawn, and take a little nap. And I can get rid of this freaking skeleton. Good night, Cow. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Hey, good morning. Do you ever have dreams you can't remember? I have them all the time. Even when I was young, I didn't remember my dreams. I don't know why that is. Now, what you may ask is going on here? Good question. I'm just about to complete turning groups of 9 wheat into a single hay bale. In so doing, and by that I mean we, can store 64 times more food for Cow in our raft with chests. But as you will find with other recipes, the order is very, very important. Perhaps it is notable to note that it is possible that as soon as more than one item is in any hopper, the order in which they flow out of said hopper is randomized. So I may now propose that it is best not to depend solely upon hoppers to maintain item order on their way to the crafter. Just saying. It is also important to time the pulse sent to the crafter to occur after all the items are in place in the crafter, and not before. Otherwise, you might get loaves of bread instead of bales of hay. Don't ask me how I know. Ugh. As to ensure correct timing of said pulse, our minecart takes a slow route around the back of the contraption to give items enough time to arrive within the crafter. Furthermore, evermore, and nonetheless, now, the most observant and cleverest among you will recognize what I have just prepared in the crafter. Oh, did you notice that there is a leaf stone underneath this very contraption? As you will know, a minecart running over a detector rail will send an impulse to the block above, but it will also send one, in this case, to blocks underneath the hoppers. And no one wants that. No, and nay. The liberal use of leaf stone here is merely one of several possible workarounds. Anywho, hey now, I feel like I've seen a little glimpse of the future. Cow, are you excited? I'm excited. Now, Cow, we've had quite some success today. We made hay bales and a bunch of comparators. Hoorah! Now, with that affirmation being gladly said, sadly, it's time to say our goodbyes. Goodbye, so long, see you later. Tot ziens. Tot zo.